Elvis Presley changed music forever, becoming the king of rock and roll. His style, voice, and stage presence turned him into a global legend. But behind the fame was a man deeply devoted to his only child, Lisa Marie Presley. Born in 1968, Lisa Marie grew up surrounded by luxury, pressure, and constant attention. As she got older, fans were surprised by how strongly she resembled Elvis, especially her eyes and expressions. She carried her father's intense gaze and quiet strength. Lisa Marie chose music herself, releasing several albums that reflected personal pain and family legacy. Unlike Elvis's flashy image, she embraced a darker, more private style. Her look evolved over the years, but the Presley genes were always clear. Today, when fans see photos of Lisa Marie, many say it feels like seeing Elvis reborn, not in sound, but in spirit. John Lennon. John Lennon was a rebel, a dreamer, and one of the most influential Beatles. His personal life was complex, especially his role as a father. His first son, Julian Lennon, was often distant from John during the Beatles' busiest years. Julian grew up to look strikingly similar to his father, with the same smile and facial structure. Fans often do a double take when seeing Julian's photos. John's second son, Sean Lennon, grew up closely with him until John's tragic death. Sean also resembles John, but with a softer modern style. Both sons inherited John's creativity. Julian became a musician and photographer, while Sean explored experimental music. Seeing John Lennon's children today feels like watching two different reflections of the same legendary soul. Paul McCartney. Paul McCartney balanced superstardom with family life better than most rock stars. His children grew up around music, but were encouraged to find their own paths. His daughter Stella McCartney became a world-famous fashion designer, known for her elegant style and strong personality. She carries Paul's warm smile and confident presence. His son James McCartney followed music, and fans immediately noticed the resemblance, especially his eyes and gentle expressions. Paul's children look grounded, creative, and surprisingly normal for rock royalty. They dress simply, avoid scandal, and focus on art. Today, when people see Paul McCartney's children, they see the softer, family-oriented side of a man who once helped change music forever. Mick Jagger. Mick Jagger lived a wild rock star life, and his children reflect many sides of him. From different relationships, his kids grew up in very different worlds. His daughter, Georgia May Jagger, became a successful model, famous for her unique teeth and bold confidence. She strongly resembles Mick, especially her lips and cheekbones. His son, James Jagger, pursued acting and music, carrying his father's swagger but with a quieter personality. Mick's youngest children look remarkably youthful, almost like his grandchildren rather than kids. Fans are always shocked by how strong the Jagger genes are. Even today, Mick's children look stylish, rebellious, and effortlessly cool. Keith Richards. Keith Richards survived decades of chaos, addiction, and loud guitars. Many believed he would never live long enough to see his children grow up. Yet today, his kids stand as proof of survival and legacy. His daughter Theodora Richards looks surprisingly elegant and calm compared to Keith's wild image. She inherited his sharp features but carries a modern, artistic style. His son Marlon Richards resembles a young Keith with softer edges. Keith's children grew up watching their father transform from dangerous rebel to reflective legend. Seeing them today reminds fans that even the most reckless rock stars can leave behind thoughtful, grounded children. David Bowie. David Bowie was known for constant reinvention, and his children reflect that creative spirit. His son Duncan Jones chose film over music and looks like a quieter version of Bowie with similar eyes and facial structure. Bowie's daughter Lexi Jones, from his marriage to Iman, has become an artist and musician. Fans are often stunned by how much Lexi resembles Bowie, especially in candid photos. She carries his mysterious presence and artistic confidence. Bowie protected his children from fame, allowing them to grow naturally. Today they represent the thoughtful, private side of a man who once lived as a beautiful outsider. Freddie Mercury. Freddie Mercury was extremely private about his personal life, and for years fans believed he had no children. Later revelations suggested he may have had a daughter, kept away from the public eye. While details remain limited, the idea shocked fans worldwide. Freddie's legacy lives more through influence than bloodlines. Those close to him say his child would likely carry his sharp features and expressive eyes. Whether confirmed or not, the mystery reflects Freddie himself. Even today, fans imagine what it would be like to see a child who carried the face-offs of one of rock's greatest voices. Robert Plant. Robert Plant's golden hair and powerful voice made him a rock god. His children grew up mostly away from the spotlight. His son Logan Plant looks strikingly similar to a young Robert, especially in his facial shape and calm confidence. Instead of music, Logan chose business, becoming successful in the craft beer industry. Plant's other children lived quieter lives, shaped by both tragedy and resilience. Seeing Robert Plant's son today feels like looking at a grounded version of a once wild frontman, proving that legacy doesn't always follow the same path. Jimmy Page. Jimmy Page was mysterious both on and off stage. His children reflect that quiet intensity. His daughter Scarlett Page became a photographer, often capturing musicians through a thoughtful lens. She carries her father's sharp features and focused eyes. Page's son James Patrick Page followed music and looks very much like Jimmy in his youth. Fans instantly recognize the resemblance. Jimmy's children grew up surrounded by creativity but avoided excessive fame. Today, they represent the intellectual side of rock legacy rather than the chaos. Ozzy Osbourne. Ozzy Osbourne's life was chaotic, loud, and unpredictable. His children, however, grew up in front of cameras thanks to reality television. Kelly Osbourne looks like a blend of both parents, with Ozzy's eyes and strong expressions. Jack Osbourne resembles Ozzy more clearly, especially in facial shape. Despite Ozzy's dark image, his children became disciplined and health-focused. Watching Ozzy's kids today shows how even the wildest rock star can raise grounded, responsible adults. Kurt Cobain. Kurt Cobain's death left the world in shock. His daughter Frances Bean Cobain grew up carrying his legacy. As an adult, she strongly resembles Kurt, especially her eyes and quiet intensity. Frances avoided music for years, choosing art and fashion instead. Her style reflects modern minimalism rather than grunge chaos. Fans often say seeing her photos feels emotional, as if Kurt's spirit lives on. Frances Bean represents a softer continuation of a painful but powerful legacy. Jimi Hendrix. Jimi Hendrix died young, but rumors of children followed his legacy. One son, James Sundquist, claimed relation and shares facial similarities with Jimi. While legal battles complicated recognition, fans still notice the resemblance. Hendrix's influence lives stronger in music history than family life. Seeing possible descendants today reminds fans of the future that was cut short. Bruce Springsteen. Bruce Springsteen built his career on honesty and family values. His children grew up far from scandal. His daughter Jessica Springsteen became an Olympic-level equestrian. She carries Bruce's strong jawline and focused eyes. His sons live private lives, looking like everyday people rather than rock royalty. Bruce's children reflect stability, discipline, and quiet confidence. Fans admire how normal they appear despite legendary roots. Bob Dylan. Bob Dylan's children inherited his artistic DNA. Jacob Dylan looks remarkably like a young Bob, especially in facial expressions. Jacob became a successful musician himself. Dylan's other children pursued art and film. Their looks vary, but the thoughtful gaze remains common. Seeing Dylan's kids today feels like watching poetry continue through faces rather than words. Steven Tyler. Steven Tyler's dramatic looks pass directly to his daughter, Liv Tyler. Liv became a famous actress, and fans immediately noticed the resemblance. Her lips, eyes, and bone structure scream rock royalty. Stephen's other children also carry his bold features. Tyler's kids prove that some genes are simply unstoppable. Axl Rose. Axl Rose has no confirmed children, adding mystery to his legacy. Fans often speculate what a child of Axl would look like. His intense eyes and sharp features would be unmistakable. Like his music, his personal life remains unpredictable. Bono balanced activism and fame with fatherhood. His daughter Eve Hewson became an actress and resembles Bono strongly, especially in her smile. His sons live private lives but share his calm confidence. Bono's children look grounded and socially aware. Eric Clapton. Eric Clapton's life included tragedy and recovery. His daughters look elegant and reserved, carrying his thoughtful expressions. His son Connor's tragic death shaped Clapton deeply. His surviving children reflect quiet strength rather than rock chaos. Gene Simmons. Gene Simmons' children grew up wealthy but disciplined. His son Nick Simmons resembles Gene strongly, especially facial structure. His daughter Sophie is musically gifted and carries his confidence. They appear polished and media savvy. Paul Stanley. Paul Stanley's children inherited his strong features. His son Evan pursued music, resembling a young Paul. His daughter looks more modern but still carries the Stanley genes. Fans see clear family resemblance. Angus Young. Angus Young kept his family life extremely private. His children live out of the spotlight. Rare photos show subtle resemblance, especially facial expressions. Mystery remains part of his legacy. Brian May. Brian May's children look gentle and intellectual, like their father. His daughter Emily resembles him closely. His kids reflect intelligence and creativity over rock rebellion. Roger Daltrey. Roger Daltrey's children pursued acting and music. His son Jamie looks like a younger Roger with softer features. His daughter carries his expressive eyes. Fans notice the strong genetic link. Pete Townshend. Pete Townshend's children live quietly. His daughter Emma resembles him strongly, especially in her thoughtful gaze. She avoids fame but reflects artistic depth. Neil Young. Neil Young's children reflect compassion and creativity. His son Ben inspired Neil's advocacy work. His daughter Amber looks like him with gentle features. Legacy lives through values. Tom Petty. Tom Petty's daughters resemble him closely, especially facial shape. They remain private but carry his calm presence. Fans see Tom in their smiles. George Harrison. George Harrison's son, Donnie Harrison, looks almost identical to George. His hair, beard, and eyes shocked fans. Donnie continued music, becoming a living reflection of his father, Ringo Starr. Ringo Starr's children followed music and film. Zach Starkey looks remarkably like Ringo. Fans often mistake photos of Zach for young Ringo. Eddie Van Halen. Eddie Van Halen's son Wolfgang strongly resembles him. Wolfgang pursued music and carries Eddie's smile and energy. Fans feel comfort seeing Eddie live on through him. Sammy Hagar. Sammy Hagar's children look athletic and energetic. His son Andrew resembles him strongly. They share the same confident vibe. Frank Zappa. Frank Zappa's children are famous in their own right. Dweezil and Moon Unit resemble Frank in different ways. Their looks and creativity scream Zappa. Carlos Santana. Carlos Santana's children look calm and spiritual. His son Salvador resembles him closely. The peaceful energy remains strong. Billy Joel. Billy Joel's daughter. Alexa Ray resembles both parents. Her eyes and expressions remind fans of Billy's emotional depth. Elton John. Elton John's sons are still young, but already show his facial features. Fans notice his smile and expressions in them. Rod Stewart. Rod Stewart's children look fashionable and confident. His daughter Kimberly resembles him strongly. The Stewart look is unmistakable. Phil Collins. Phil Collins' daughter. Lily Collins looks elegant and refined. Fans see Phil's eyes and face shaped clearly. Sting. Sting's children are artistic and stylish. His daughter Mickey Sumner resembles him strongly, especially in her smile. Don Henley. Don Henley's children live privately. Rare photos show strong resemblance, especially facial expressions. Joe Perry. Joe Perry's children reflect his rock image. His son Roman resembles him closely. Fans see Aerosmith energy continue. Slash's sons look like modern versions of him, with similar hair and facial structure. The rock gene clearly survived.